Hey guys, in today's video I am doing a review, kind of like a versus each other video, and I'm going to be reviewing the Prismacolor regular colored pencils, and they look like this, and I'm going to be reviewing them against the coloursoft by Derwent set of 12 tin. I don't have a lot of Prismacolor colored pencils, so what I did is I went off of what I had that was the most similar and closest match to the coloursoft set. So, the colors that I used in the Prismacolor pencils were white, black, dark brown, sienna brown, canary yellow, chartreuse, grass green, peacock blue, true blue, mulberry, crimson red, and orange. And here are the swatches. I did a dark grain to a light grain on the swatches so you guys can see what their dark colors look like, and shading out to the lighter. And right so here this is the Prismacolor Red, Orange, Yellow, and then in this box it's blended with the white Prismacolor colored pencil, and in this box it's blended with the Prismacolor Blender pencil. Let me show you what that looks like in case you don't know what that is. Blended it with this Blender pencil. And it was the Prismacolor Premier Blender. And that's what I used to blend this side. As you can see, it did blend very nicely here. A little bit grainy right in this area. Over here, it was okay. I mean, sometimes you have to blend with white. You either want that look or you don't have the blender pencil, which is why I included this swatch. So for anybody who doesn't have the blender pencil, can see what it's like blended with the white. I think it gave an overall nice blending. There is a wax bloom with this. I'm wondering if I can show you on camera. I'm not sure I'm going to pick it up on camera, but it's where it's a little shiny. It's not too bad. It is a little bit more shiny than the Derwent, so I just want you to be aware of that. They both do have that like wax bloom effect, but Prismacolor does have it more than Derwent. Let me go down to the Derwent side. And the colors I use for Derwent are white, black, dark brown, dark terracotta, dark cadmium, lime green, green, indigo, blue, deep fuchsia, red, bright orange. And I did the same thing on this one, where you can see I used the red, the bright orange, and the dark cadmium with the white colored pencil for the Derwent side to show you the blend if you only have the white pencil to blend with. And then I used the same Prismacolor Blender so you guys could see the difference between the blending. Let me close my book so you can get a good look. As you can see, I prefer the Derwent as far as blending goes with the blending pencil. It was a smoother look where it looked like the colors actually faded into one another, as opposed to the Prismacolor one right there where it still has sharp edges and you can still see one color, like you could see the red, the orange, the yellow, like there's a line. You can definitely see a line, boom, and a line right there, boom, like it's straight. And with the Derwent, it has more of a fade to it. It kind of fades. There's no line you could see visible with the orange and the red. Of course you see a line right here with the orange into the yellow, but I think it's a lot better overall blending with the Derwents than it was with the Prismacolors. The ones I wanted to point out to you in the sets that I have are the red. Anybody who is an artist, draws, paints, whatever, you know it is hard to find a true red color. I'm going to zoom in so you guys can definitely see what I'm talking about. Okay, so on top here, right here, is the Prismacolor Red. This one is called Crimson Red. Now this was the only red that I had as far as Prismacolors go, so I'm not sure if it's just because it says Crimson Red, if there's a regular red Prismacolor that I don't have, but this was a true red, and I wanted to pick it up, like if you can see it on camera. It's an actual true red color. I don't know if turning that light off will help. Yeah, it is a true red color. It's nice, like a fire engine brick red. The coloursoft red, I wish the camera would pick it up more. It's almost like a pink, and even when it's blended out, it's kind of pinky. So it has like a pink undertone, whereas the Prismacolor one doesn't have that. So that is a pro with the Prismacolor, like the red is red. And And with the blacks too, I noticed a difference. The Prismacolor was a cool tone black, whereas the Derwent black was more of a warm tone. I'm not sure if my camera is going to pick it up. You're just going to have to take my word on it. I really, maybe right there at that angle, you can see that this one is more warm tone, and this is definitely more cool tone. And then the thing that surprised me was the browns. Prismacolor, they were both of them were named dark brown, so I don't know how much more of a comparison you can get than that. The names were exactly the same. It wasn't like with the crimson red and then just the red. So these were both dark brown. So the Prismacolor up at the top looks like what I would consider a real brown color. This one right here, I didn't name it, but this one was the Derwent dark brown, and it has this olive kind of green undertone to it that does not remind me of brown when I want to reach for a brown. I want something like this. Other than these two colors from, let me zoom out, other than the red and the brown from the coloursoft line, I love the coloursoft line. It's just these two colors, I would say get a Prismacolor one, because this brown is green, and if you don't want that in your drawing, it's going to be like that. And it just depends really on what kind of black you want. The only other thing that I can tell you guys was different were the whites. It's really hard to pick up on camera, but I'm going to try my best. The Prismacolor white has this like gray tinge to it. You can kind of see it there on the paper. It's not really white. It's got this like little bit of a gray tint to it. As to the Derwent white was just white. It was, you can kind of see it on the paper, but it's white. So yeah, let me zoom out so you guys can see that together. I am going to do a drawing right now. I'm just going to do a circle, and I'm going to use 3 colors from each side. I'm going to use the chartreuse, the grass green, and the peacock blue, and I'm going to do a circle right here. I'm going to zoom in, and I'm going to use the same 3 shades in Derwent. I'm going to use lime green, green, and indigo, and I'm going to do another circle right here, and I'm going to show you guys what it looks like in real time to use. I'm going to start with the darkest color first. Or actually, I'm going to start with the lightest, and I'm going to draw my circle. I'm not going for perfection here. I'm just going to go for like shading, and you guys can get an overall feel for how these colors lay down. So this is the Prismacolor that I'm showing you first. These are not the Prismacolor Premier or the other lines. These are just the regular old school, original Prismacolor colored pencils that came out first. I'm going to do my dark side over here. So let me lay in these colors. Let me get a little bit closer so you can see how they lay on top of each other. As you can see, they layer very nicely. They do. You can see the different layers. You can see that they definitely are on top of each other. Okay, and I'm going to finish this off with adding this color in to everything to bring everything together. And I'm going to blend using the Prismacolor. This is my only Premier pencil that I have, and it is the Blender, and I'm going to start blending in the dark first. And as you can see, they just blend right together. It is very like waxy. Like if you've ever used wax crayons, that's kind of the feel you get when you mix them. And you can definitely see that color pop. And I could have blended and layered a lot nicer, but for sake of time, I'm just showing you. It definitely is looking more grainy on my camera than it does in real life, so take that into consideration. My camera is not the best quality. Almost looks like a peacock, part of a peacock feather. Okay. So there is the Prismacolors and how they lay down on top of each other. Let me see if I... Oh, that makes it look worse. I will include a photo clip right now so you can see that it's really not that grainy as it's showing. I'll include that right now so you can take a look at that. Okay, now moving on to the Derwent, the little Derwent spear that I'm going to do. I am going to be using the lime green, the green, and the indigo. And these are what they look like. And I'm going to start off the same way with the light green, and I'm going to draw the sphere. Okay, and I'm going to take the dark one. I'm going to do the same thing on this side with the dark. And my camera is right in front of me, guys, so bear with me as I'm trying to do the circle the best I can with my range of motion limited here. So you can see these, you can definitely see the layers. Again, the same with the Prismacolors, they do layer on top of each other very nicely. Okay, and I'm going to finish this circle off with the light green in the middle. And I am going to take that light green all the way through. Alright, now using the same blender so you guys can see how it does, because I do have one other blender, but I'm just going to use the same one so you can see the difference. I'm going to start blending away. And right off the bat, I think these blend much more prettier than the Prismacolors. I'm not sure. It's just got a smoother look to me. And of course, obviously I didn't layer the best right there, but like I said, for sake of time, I don't want this video to be, you know, a half-hour long. I'll fix that spot a little bit. It's sticking out like a sore thumb. Blend that out. Okay. So there you go. You can see it. And I will include a photo right now too so you can see what it looks like. In my opinion, the Derwent pencils pop more. They look, I guess if you could say colored pencils can look realistic, even with these like bright colors, it looks more realistic. Like this looks like it could be like a little, you know, forest in a video game or something. Like, look, I'm gonna stick a little person right here, like, oh, and they're walking in the distance and they're holding hands and they're gonna go through the forest and whatever. As where this just looks like a green blob. Like, I don't know, I did them exactly the same. I just really like the way that the Derwent lays down and blends. That's my personal opinion though. I am going to show you a picture here I did. One last thing before I let you guys go, I'm going to compare. Let me show you with these two. I have a Derwent Indigo and a Peacock Blue Prismacolor. What I'm going to do, let me zoom in really close to the paper. I want to show you Prismacolors. Let me get in the camera. Okay. I want to show you how the pencil tip is. Do you see that? I barely even touched it yet. They do break really, really easily. Let me just put a little bit of pressure and see? Very little pressure and the Prismacolors break. That's a pain in the butt while you're doing a whole piece of artwork. Some people, it doesn't bother them at all. I find it extremely annoying, and the Prismacolors are very, very hard to sharpen. The only pencil sharpener I've been able to get these pencils to work with is my Derwent electric sharpener, and I'll link that down below. I got it off of Amazon. I don't remember the price, but I'll leave the info in the description box for you. It does sharpen them, but they still break. Any other handheld sharpeners I've used with these, even Prismacolor brand sharpeners, they break during the sharpening process. The Derwent electric sharpener sharpens it perfect, but then we have this issue where you're going and they're very brittle pencils. Now, that was the Prismacolor. Now, this is the Derwent, and they sharpen great. I used the handheld, they sharpened fine. They did sharpen better in the Derwent electric sharpener. I just really recommend that sharpener altogether. So make sure to check out that link if you guys want to know what I'm talking about. So I'm putting the same amount of force on this and it's not breaking. Like, I don't want to do it. It's going to hurt my heart here, but I'm going to do it for the sake of the video. You have to really push down to break it. And then even then it's not a brittle break like shards are coming off. You're just breaking the tip of the pencil off. Let me get another one. I'm going to grab the green one so you can see nothing brittle is coming off of this pencil. So this is a Derwent. See, no brittleness is coming off whatsoever. I'm going to grab a Prismacolor. So this is Prismacolor, and I'm going to start going. Oh, this one wasn't really sharpened. Hold on. Okay, now it's fully sharpened like the other green one was, and I'm going to start coloring. And right off the bat, you can see it broke. Some are better than others, but see, it's just a brittle pencil. Let me try one more time, make sure that they're both sharpened nice. Okay, so I have them sharpened, I would say the same. I'm going to do the Derwent first. It's the Derwent, and it is soft, so you are going to have some fallout. And then here's the Prismacolor one. Well, there you go. Perfect example of Prismacolors. They break a lot, and you go through quite a bit of pencil. So that was, I couldn't have planned that better. There you go. Derwent on my left here, right here, wiggle, 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 wiggle. Prismacolor right here, it died. It's got nothing left. Oh no. Okay, so no more joking aside. No more joking. No more joking. Okay, what do I recommend? I really like the Derwent. Would I buy more Prismacolors? No, I wouldn't. If it was something specific like this red, yes, I would. If I wanted a cool tone black, I would just buy that one pencil from Prismacolor. I wouldn't buy a whole set of Prismacolor colored pencils. I would, however, buy a whole set of coloursoft just because I like the way that they work together, and I don't have to worry about my entire pencil breaking in the middle of a drawing when I'm not that heavy-handed to begin with. So take the video for what it's worth. Take the pros and cons of each. If this video was helpful, please let me know in the comments below. And I'm going to put a comparison video or a comparison photo, again, just one last time, at the end of these two little spheres that I drew so you can see what they look like. Also with the inside out joy and sadness so you can see the full colored picture of each. The one is done completely in Prismacolors and the other one is completely done in Derwent coloursoft. Hopefully you like this video. If you do, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe for more. Hit those buttons down there. All the goodness, all the good buttons. And leave me a comment. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.